love it. They don't 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 love it. I've been laid back so long.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Young wasting no time, right to the air. Left side to Lamb. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. They go play action. Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
A gain of 8 and a first down. The play fake. Now Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Young from the shotgun. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now this defense for the Commanders, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. From the red zone now, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off play action. Crawford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. A beautiful fake. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Young to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side. A gain there of 21 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Now a 1st down throw for Young. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this one is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit coming into this one ranked #20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 2nd down and 8. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return is Williams. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And Young's throw there incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
Young now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him. So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 10. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. Young now after the fumble recovery. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Commanders nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Crawford. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Here's Williams to return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's got it across the midfield, striking into Washington territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2nd down and 6 now. Young quickly to the flat, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Out of the gun, it's Young. This is caught. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Young to throw on 4th. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Crawford. Over the middle, it's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on 1st down. Crawford. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, Young.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
On 1st down, Crawford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Crawford. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 44. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd and 2, Crawford escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Operating from the gun, Crawford. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Crawford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Crawford working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now Young. That is caught by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. To throw, Young. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man He's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And Young's throw there incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Young loses it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Throwing, Young. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Cowboys.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That one downfield for Dotson. It got his man complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 46 yards.
46 yards. That's good for Washington.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Crawford. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wagner, and he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Wagner. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Micah Parsons bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle.